Davis can't get there. Cutler. And they're going to send him home. And the Expos win.
And here's a base hit into right field. Bo will be able to go to third. I don't know if he can score on this or not. Yes, he's going to be waved in. And Brooks can't handle the ball. Bo's going to be safe. The Reds are going to lead it 1-0, and Treadway winds up at third. Could be a double and an error. Looks like he's backed away from the plate. Ground ball into right field, base hit. Expos lead it 2-1. Sure are. Hit hard into right field. It's deep. It's way back. It's gone. Home run. Number 50. RBI 46 and 47 for Eric Davis. Chicago Cubs won this afternoon. Ground ball up the middle. Here comes Daniels. He'll score. There won't even be a throw by Nixon, and the Reds lead it 6-2. And that'll really get them out of here. 126. There's a fly ball center field. It's way back. Back goes Davis. It's gone. Home run, number 21 for the Big Cat.
Harry Houdini.
Fitzgerald swings, drive, left field, deep. Ball is going to be up and away.
With the clutch hitting off the bench, they have an extra inning arrogance born of repeated success. The Expos won 18 extra inning games in 1988, one shy of the major league record set by the 1959 Pittsburgh Pirates.
5 days ago in Cincinnati, the wily Expo veteran went head-to-head with a flame-throwing youngster named Jose Rijo, and Smith matched him pitch for pitch. He struck out 6 in 7 innings of 2-hit shutout work. At the plate, Smith got one of only 3 Expo hits and got the first one off of Rijo. And defensively, Smith was busy helping those who were trying to help him. Witness this play from Galarraga to Bryn Smith. After 7 solid innings of work and a 1-0 lead, Smith hoped the bullpen could do the job. And Tim Burke registered his second of 3 weekend saves, putting the finishing touches on a Bryn Smith masterpiece.
There's a fly ball to center field. Martinez got a late jump and he can't get to it. Off the wall, Coleman will come in to score on the double by Pendleton, and the Cardinals lead 2-0. Nixon's on his way to third. Martinez has his first base hit as an Expo and his second RBI. Nixon scores on cruise control, and it's 2-1 Cardinals. The 1-1 from the quiz to Hubie Brooks. Over the head of Tim Jones. To the wall. Extra bases for Brooks. More importantly, the runs in and the game is tied.
When he was with the Pirates in 84 and 85. Breaking ball.
Base hit up the middle. Martinez charges it. The throw is up the line, and he'd have to have had a bullet right on the money to have any chance of getting Pena, who had a pretty good jump. There's a ground ball. Base hit. Expos win the game 4-3.
Expos trailing here in the top of the third. Anders Galarraga takes his 22nd of the year out in a hurry off of John Smiley. First one for the big guy since July 15th. 4-2 Montreal at this point. The next batter, Hubie Brooks. You know what's going to happen. He just had a homer. He's coming in high in sight. And he hits Brooks, who did not deliberate a moment. Comes right at him. Slaps at him there. They go, well, it's not a bad baseball fight. I'm sure the president of the league will take a good, long, hard look. It was fight night, but that was round 1 because after both players were ejected, they had harsh words in the runway that leads to the common clubhouse area back there at Three Rivers. A minor verbal skirmish, and the ball game continued. Anyway, here, the 4-2 game here of the 6th inning. Van Slyke gets a run back with a solo shot. Pascual Perez knew immediately he was hit. Expos got a pad here in the 8th when Otis Nixon chops it up the middle to Van Slyke. Tim Raines beats the throw, coming on home, and the Expos win it by the count of 6-4. Brooks was the man in the middle of all the fireworks.
I thought it was intentional. If I didn't think it was intentional, I wouldn't have went out there to do what I had to do. You know, I think a person's got to stand up for what he feels is right, and I mean, if he wants to come up and in and knock me off the plate, that's fine. I just get up and continue to play the game. But, you know, I don't come to the ballpark to fight anybody. I just come to the ballpark to try to play as well as I can that day and try to win a ball game. But, you know, I mean, evidently, he didn't like the guy hitting the home run off him, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't me to show your frustrations on. I think, you know.
Back east, the Montreal Expos juggled their lineup back in June to include two players that have literally stolen the show. Infielder Rex Hudler and fleet-footed outfielder Otis Nixon, a dashing duo.
Rex and I, we've been doing exactly what they wanted us to do. We've been stealing bases and getting on and stuff like that for Galarraga and big guys coming up behind us, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
Hudler has provided Montreal with solid defensive play at both shortstop and second base, diving head first into a role that has helped him become a complete player. Hudler is double trouble on offense, compiling 20 consecutive stolen bases. And with his bat, he surprised opponents by belting an occasional long ball. After hitting no homers in 140 at-bats, he walloped 3 his next 14 times up.
There's a few accidents that I hit once in a while, but I just try to swing hard once in a while on a pitch that I think I can drive, and fortunately, the last couple nights, I've gotten a good pitch I could handle. But no, I'm not a home run hitter, but you will see some occasional power from me once in a while.
Montreal has also crossed up opponents with the pitching expertise of veteran hurler Dennis Martinez. Dennis posted 7 consecutive wins to improve his overall record to a very healthy 14-7.
He pushed himself into a lot of respectability in the league. A lot of so-called baseball people thought he might have been washed up before we got a hold to him, but he didn't let himself become washed up. I can see him working hard every single day, and it's paid off with us, and I think he's happy with what he's done. I think we're happy with what he's done, and I think he's the type of pitcher that you can depend on every day to go out and start a game when he's called upon.
The Expos also call upon the strong arm pitching of Pascual Perez, who has a record of 8-5 and an earned run average of 2.31. Manager Buck Rogers also relies on reliever Tim Burke. After a so-so first half, Tim has 7 saves in 8 games, and along with the rest of the relief corps, has also helped the Expos stymie opponents with a 15-4 record in extra inning affairs as the Expos try to keep in pace for the race.
And this one deep to left. It is going. It is gone. Goodbye.
Shoot for Tupper. And he drives one. But here comes Martinez. He makes the catch. Here comes Johnson and the throw. He wins the game. Johnson scores and the Mets win it 4-3. They're going to peel that play at third base. Bruce Fleming, the third base umpire, I'll tell you, it was very close for Johnson. They don't get the call.
1-2 pitch. Right on through the catcher into the screen. Gibson comes to third. He's going to try to score. The play at the plate. He scores and the ball game is over. Kirk Gibson on a wild pitch scores from second base. The Dodgers win 4-3.
Well, here's the game-winning hit. The Cubs win the first game of the doubleheader, 5-4 in 11 innings.
Center on any basketball team, wouldn't he? He was at Indianapolis this year with a 8-7 won-and-loss record, earned run average of 3.26. He was in 20 games. He started 19 of them.
He swings and he misses, and he strikes him out. So, Rooms goes down swinging. Line drive right field, a base hit, 1 run in. Another man racing at third. Houston, who batted in the run the first game, just drives in another one. Hitting .251. He struck him out. Jackson called out on strike. Struck him out. Rona called out on strike. 7 in a row. Retired by this 6'10" left-hander. There's the Pennant attempting strikes out. Schiraldi bunts foul on the 3rd strike. Ball 4. Whoa! On the appeal, they ruled that he swung. And he's unhappy about that. Rooms is out on strike.
The 2-2. Oh, he's out this time.
Came right back with a breaking pitch.
Yes, he did. 6 strikeouts for Randy Johnson. 3-2 again, and a liner into center. That's going to fall for a base hit. Nixon's on his way to the plate. He will score without a play, and it's a 2-0 ball game. He swings away and misses, so he strikes out. 7 strikeouts for Johnson. And Sandberg strikes out. Johnson got him with a high fastball. Johnson has 8 strikeouts tonight. Schiraldi's pitch, high fly ball, deep to right center. Webster and Jackson back. Goodbye. Home run. Fitzgerald continues to punish the Cubs up the regular season. Manny strikes out, a foul tip strikeout to retire the side. 1, 2, 3. We are through 6. Harry will be back in a moment.
Wish all our good Jewish friends a very happy new year. There's a ground single for Johnson. That's his first big league hit. The pitch. There's a drive. Way back. It might be. It could be. It is a home run. A 3-run homer for Tracy Jones. Now the pitch. He struck him out. Sandberg becomes the 10th strikeout victim of Randy Johnson. Still out in front. He struck him out. The 11th strikeout of the night for young Randy Johnson. There's a base hit for Martinez. Another runner around third. He's going to score. And it's an 8-0 ball game. 40 home runs or more and stolen 40 bases or more. There's another drive. Deep right center. Here's a runner around third. He's going to score. Galarraga on with a double. And so far as we know, he may have taken over the league lead in doubles. There's a high fly ball. Martinez there, and this ball game is over. So the Cubs split the doubleheader, winning 5-4 in 11 innings in the first game, and losing to this elongated 6'10" rookie left-hander 9-1 in the second game. It's been a nice day in Montreal, a little bit cool as you might expect, but here we're within the dome, so it really doesn't make any difference. Every day is 70. They've sure had a lot of trouble, they tell me, with that. It's cozy. Here's a pitch strike call to Sandberg. Called out on strikes, 2 gone. You know,
he's very influential in his development.
He struck him out on 3 pitches. And Grace didn't like that one. He thought it was outside. 1, 2, 3.
Galarraga mainstays in the offense.
There's a... Whoa, what a... No play. And the run scores. A run batted in for Hubie Brooks. There's a drive. 1 run is in. Another man holds up a third, and it's a double for Darren Jackson. He really rifled a double down the left field line. He struck him out. 2 runs, 1 hit, no error.
Total package anymore.
Markey waves and misses.
And I suggested to Don that probably one of the reasons why we don't see the abundance of talent.
The
tallest player in Major League history, 6'10" Randy Johnson. Since being called up, he's won 3 and lost none with an earned run mark of 2.25. Here, a lot of walks, too, 72 walks. Gave him that breaking ball, and he starts it out with a strikeout. Blew him away. 2 straight strikeouts for Randy Johnson. Struck him out, the 3rd strikeout for Randy Johnson. 2 down here in the 2nd, and that'll bring on Ron Jones. He struck him out. 4th strikeout for Randy Johnson. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Center field trying to score is Nixon. Martinez with his 2nd hit. And Montreal takes the 1-0 lead. Shot up the middle, a base hit center field. Martinez will score, and the Expos lead it 2-0 here in the 3rd.
It's called 3rd strike. Bradley is rung up. Strikeout number 5 for Johnson, 2nd out of the inning.
Goodbye.
Boy, he really tattooed that one.
On the screen.
On the screen, a fair ball home run as Chris James has hit number 19. And that tightens it up. It is a 3-2 ball game. They're getting there. There's a ball hit out into right center.
Tying run.
Heading for the plate. Jones is going to score. Russell's got a double, and we are tied at 3.
Ground ball. It's a fair ball down the left field line. Somwell's going to score. Jordan heading for 2nd base, and the throw is late. A double for Ricky Jordan, and the Phils lead by a score of 4-3 here in the 8th.